welcome to Out the Blocks, the podcast that dives deep into the world of track and field, where we are bringing you the best of athletes, the action, and the untold stories behind the times and titles. I'm your host, Leighton Levy. Here is my co-host, the talented D Major.
That's right, Leighton. We're here to bring you closer to the legends, the rising stars, and the moments that make track and field so electrifying. Today, we're thrilled to have one of Jamaica's finest, none other than Johan Blake.
That's a big one. Johan Blake, the 2011 World 100-meter champion and the second fastest man in history over both the 100 and 200 meters. With his career winding down, Blake is shifting gears and diving into the business world. Recently opened a restaurant in Florida and even launched his own fan app, connecting with supporters like never before. And if that's not enough, he already owns his own water brand.
He's making moves off the track that are as bold as his performances on it. We're going to dig into what's fueling the next chapter for Johan Blake, from his entrepreneurial ventures to his legacy in track and field. Let's see what's next for the beast as he tackles new challenges.
Of course, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like and share our content, and stay tuned because Johan's story is far from over and he's got big plans. It's time to go out the blocks with Johan Blake.
Wow.
Big man, thanks for joining us today. Of course, again, our extreme gratitude. We know you're a busy man, so thank you for joining us, spending some time with us, and getting to share your experiences with us. But let's start out the blocks because the last thing that I saw you do was the second to last thing I saw you do was the restaurant, Butcher's Barrel in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Sure.
Let's start with that, Johan. Of course, welcome to the show, first of all. Talk to me. How did that idea come together? Because going into the restaurant business is a massive step.
First, I want to say thank you for having me out the blocks, which I'm always out the blocks. Well, it's not an easy world, and what I do is not an easy thing. Track and field is not easy, and I wouldn't. It's for someone who have a strong mind and a strong heart, and just as the restaurant business as well, because I don't like to talk to people about what I'm doing because they're going to always tell me about what if always come last in life. I always want to say I'm a risk taker because in track and field is you alone in your lane. So I said, okay, all the Butcher's Barrel come about is one day I was sitting in a restaurant in Jamaica and I said, I want to eat out of my own restaurant. And I talked to my friend Barry Sutchinson and Craig Mohammed that is running the restaurant right now for me about the ideas, and we come together and we put it together and we say, how can we find a restaurant that is already up and running and that is selling? And we did some research and we found the Butcher's Barrel, and it resonates with us, and also the name and and the community that it's in as well.
Yes. Johan, let the Out the Blocks family know exactly where the Butcher's Barrel is, so they can drop by and support the thing.
And the Butcher's Barrel is not in Jamaica. Actually, it's an international name that is located in the Fort Lauderdale district, in the culinary district of Fort Lauderdale, Oakland's Boulevard.
Wonderful. Any plans to have a Jamaican outlet?
Everywhere I go, you have the Jamaican this and the Jamaican that. What I try to do, you have to be different in life.
Yes.
I want to cater for everyone. If you come there, you can eat. If someone from Africa come there, you can eat. Someone from New Zealand come there for eat. I just don't want to. Everything is a Jamaican cuisine.
Definitely.
Catering for everyone.
Definitely.
How has the change of ownership resonated with the community? I realized that on the day when the restaurant was launched on October the 8th, there was another ceremony where you're given keys to the region. That's a major accomplishment because it means that you're pretty much given a leeway, an open leeway into all of those Florida communities, South Florida communities, from Miramar, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando. All of those communities are within that region. How big an opportunity do you think this is for the restaurant and for you personally, given that reception that you received?
I believe there's a term, there's a song I think the major know it really well. That real know real boy.
Yep.
I'm saying I'm saying this to say is that when someone know what you have created in this world and see what you have done for the country, you know, they picked it up elsewhere and said, listen, this you deserve something. You know, not saying he's looking for anything, but we have to award him. And I want to thank to the region of Fort Lauderdale and everyone who come together and put that award together for me, you know.
Yeah.
Not just at the opening, and the community welcomed me very well because we have all the big players that came out that night, who is running for mayor, who is running for this and who is running for that, you know, come and celebrate with me and welcome me to the community. And also the previous owner is a great guy as well. He stayed on, make sure that everything is going according to plan. Love me as well, you know, and every day is there supporting us and give, until he leaves and giving us everything that we need to make the restaurant continue being successful.
Yes. Okay. We still have to track a little bit, Johan. Revere Water, now Butcher's Barrel,
Just find out.
YB,
YB
what is it
Rehab,
called?
right?
YB Rehab. Where you find time? And you say you're a man that love challenges, and of course, and that is one of those, you know, ventures are challenging, I'm sure enough. Where you find time? How do you balance that and track and field?
There's always time. There's 24 hours in a day. Is how you use your time. You know, you know. I spend time training. I spend time doing that, and also I do not like a lot of people as well in my business. Not me in terms of with. I don't want to partner with everybody because people are not real. So I partner with this one person that. Actually, he put the water business together, Boris Hutchinson, during COVID, and went to the bank, and the bank said no, and after the COVID, he come to me and I said yes, and said, okay, why not? Well, let's put it together and do it.
Right.
You know, and make Revere Water what it is today. And, you know, like everybody in China, India want the water, you know, which we are making plans and selling the label to them because to transport water is already tough. But most of my big market, which is China, Japan, and India, you know, those places have 1.3 billion people or more.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking to push my water in that market as well. So that's where the Revere is heading.
Well, that's amazing, you know, Johan, because one of the things that I've always been fascinated by is the fan base that you have in that part of the world, especially India, because I remember you and I had a conversation a couple of years ago where you were telling me that you're virtually on the verge of getting into the movie business in India. Tell me a little bit about how that synergy took place, because India is not known for track and field; they're known for cricket, which you're a big cricket fan. Was that the linkage between you and them and the fan base in India?
Cricket's my first love. You know, while anywhere I have like 4 computers, so I always put my computers out. You know, because there's some test match going on. West Indies playing in Sri Lanka. You know, India and New Zealand, South Africa is playing. So I'm going to do commentary as well with Sky Sports. So there's a lot on the plate as well. So so I can keep my connection very tight. So through that comes the cricket from India and my love. And there's a lot of athletes apart from cricket in track and field in India as well. Just because we are not in that world, but they are, and that's all. The movie thing is still in the pipeline. They're just waiting for me to finish my track and field career. So I'm looking forward to that. I am under contract which can't disclose certain things right now. You know, so I have to wait.
Okay, so but beyond that though, Johan, I mean, India is such a massive market. By when do you think you're going to break into that market with the water brand? Is it started already, or is it going to be something that is in the near future?
You know, like the restaurant come and say, "Wow, you want to be in a restaurant?" Yeah, that's how we're going to drop it. You know, even though I want to stay in the blocks right now.
Yeah.
But you guys will get but I'll show you. You know, you guys will get the blocks first. But
nice.
definitely come in 2025, early 2025. We're doing that.
All right.
Yeah, nice. I mean, I think that's a market like yourself. Let me tell you something. I went to Dubai, and at the time I had braids. And the way they love cricket, that side of the world, I was signing autographs. Why? They thought I was Chris Gale. For some reason, them said me resemble Chris Gale, and I was there signing. Did I sign?
Yeah.
Anyway, Johan, let's touch the track a little bit now. Last year, Johan, I'm sure it didn't go exactly how you planned it, track and field wise. Give us an idea of some of the challenges that you might have faced, last season.
I still struggle with a lot of injuries. Last year, I tried something. I tried to change up my regime. Trying to be more specific in my lifting and specific in my running. And I got some aches and pain, even from my previous injury. That when my muscle came off my bone, it reattaches back with aluminum, so it's kind of a bit rigid.
Yeah.
So it bothers me a lot, and so last year, my back, I feel a lot of pain. I couldn't run the times that I wanted to run. I was training great, but it wasn't reciprocating on the track. And I just think I did have to just go through the motion and just enjoy being losing. If you understand what I mean. So there's come a point in time when you understand, even though you're gonna have people saying quit, stop.
Yeah.
But those are the things that drive me, and those are the things that they can't tell me to.
Right.
You understand? They can't say anything, but they can't make me quit. I have to make me quit.
Yeah.
So I really use that and see where my body is heading and what I need to do, because I know I'm running the times in training. I know I can't put it on the track.
Right.
It's just to put it together.
You think that's like a block, Johan, like probably a mental block doing competition? You got injured, seriously in competition, and maybe, while competing.
It was. Training with Glenn Mills before I leave, Coach Mills said to me, Johan, if you're going out there with that mindset, it better stop.
Okay.
And from that, I changed my regime. But, during all of that, you're still going to pick up needles along the way, and the wear and tear of the body.
Yeah.
Trust me. You say, Johan, you're going to, when you reach at a certain age, you're going to feel this, because at that time when I was training, you saying that he started to feel some pain and everything, and he said, Johan, you're going to feel some of these pain. And I said, sure. That time I was young.
Yeah.
And I finally understand what it meant. And that's why I thank God for everything that I have achieved, because not many person right now in this world I can't say they have achieved what I have achieved.
Wow.
For real. I want to go back about a decade, because you won the world title in 2011 in Daegu, which was fantastic. And then the following year, you literally exploded. 969 virtually in 0 win. Tyson Gay was at distant second in 983. I remember watching that race. And the words that came out of my mouth, I cannot say on here because Broadcasting Commission will give us problems, because you were traveling. And then it was shortly after that you ran, or was it just before that, you ran 19.26.
Yeah.
Then comes 2014, where you tear up your leg, your hamstring in Glasgow. Give me an idea.
Before that, in 2013, I almost ruptured my right leg.
Yeah, I remember.
I was running Twin Collins in Jamaica.
Yeah,
yes.
I remember that. Yeah, that's for real.
Yeah.
Tell me something. Was there a point where we know that you don't have quit in you. We have seen that over the last 10 years.
Absolutely not.
But was there a point where you started to doubt whether or not you were able to come back and be as good as you were before?
I'm a human, definitely. When that happened to me, I went into the hills for 2 weeks. No one knew where I was, and I cried. My friend Jermaine, was sitting somewhere on a track. I can't even really call the name still. And there's a particular person said that person is done. And I say, if that person's so close to me and can say that, what am I doing here? And I went away for 2 weeks and cried. And I finally talked to God and realized that, listen, you're the second fastest man on the planet. What you're doing? So many people have gone and I talked to Bridget, because Bridget had a same injury like mine.
Yeah.
She came back and won the world championship. And I talked to her and I did that. I talked to my manager and Timothy and all of them. And they said it's Sean Kettle as well at the time. And I just come back and start to do a little training and start to feel more confident again. And that's what's pushed me.
Jumping forward, let me just before we go back to you. When we spoke at the launch of the Reverie brand last year, I remember you saying that this was going to be your last Olympics and that you really wanted to make this your last hurrah at the Olympic Games. You said a while ago that you went into the hills and you cried and you went through the issues for 2 weeks. How did you respond when at trials that you weren't on the team?
Um, I just didn't have any emotions. I have been in this thing so long that I have to understand that it's just not your day. When I mean, the reason I couldn't feel nothing.
You're a
And
no.
I said, wow. And I said, it's just not my day. What I can do. What I can do. Look at this is, I think this is even worse than mine. Yeah, Shelly went to the Olympics, but she just couldn't come back. You know, and that touched me even more because you wanted something so bad, and no, say it's the next 4 years, and you can't do it. There's nothing you can't do. I can't lie down. I can't play dead. I can't wallow in myself. I can't wallow in my tears.
Yeah.
I have to keep going.
Yeah, because you work hard, you know, Jan. I mean, everybody who knows you know that you're literally the beast is probably the perfect moniker for anybody.
Madness.
Because there, what you do is the story of a legend.
Madness.
We've heard stories about you at the Laureus Awards or the World Athletics Awards or something like that in the gym. We know how hard you work at Spry. I mean, we've seen the videos of you doing some extraordinary things at Spry. How does your body feel? Do you feel like you still have those times left in your body, given the work that you put in the gym? You said that you're getting the times in training, but when you're because you put yourself through, you literally suffer in the gym. We've seen it. You do things that make me feel tired watching them. But do you feel like your body is still up to what you're requiring of it?
If I listen to my coach, yes. I just, you know, my body, you know, your body talk to you, but my body don't talk to me. I just feel like keep on going. I work off, I have so much energy. I just want to work. I just believe in work. And everybody said, everybody tell them to rest. Everybody said, keep on going. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
But the coach always saying to me, you want to rest, take the time and rest, Mikey. Coach Mikey always say, you want to rest, man, I beg you, rest. Don't go to the gym. Don't stay at home. Just rest.
Oh, wow. So,
I just don't know what to rest. So, it's, you know, a majority is my fault because my father always said me just work hard, and that's what I believe in.
yeah. Johan, one of my all-time favorite 100-meter finals included you. London 2012, Johan. And the build-up to that final was one of the most epic, if you ask me. Through the rounds, Johan, you look superb. Like, I as a track fan, I go back and watch these things sometimes. Explain to us how you were feeling, at that time in London.
You know, to be honest, I was untouchable.
Yeah.
I felt like nothing can go wrong. No matter what, I could stay in the blocks. The guy would be at the finishing line and I would run pass.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I was well trained. I
Yes.
I can't even find the words, but
Yeah.
going through those rounds, you know, I said, I'm sorry, you know, anybody come up against me, dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
Simple.
You know?
Simple.
Yeah, man. You say you know that too.
Yeah.
But I you know that the challenge was coming.
Yes.
And what happened to me, I was naive though.
Okay. How so? For the final?
For the finals, you know, let's see what naive was. Even you saying come to me, I said, you want what happened to you? Because I went through the East, nice and cool.
Oh man.
Went through the semi, well, I went through the semi, nice. Come to the finals, you see if he said, come on man, get up and do something run through.
Okay.
That's one thing I love Hussein for because he always, you know, I'm his driver. He always makes sure that I'm good.
Encourage you, yeah.
You know, and he come on, he make sure I'm eating properly.
General.
Because, yeah, he carry nuggets to my room in my and make sure that I'm okay, you know? I don't know if it's that it was the statics.
But Johan, that is not eating properly. Nuggets on them.
I know, but that was the thing at the time. The nuggets was working.
Yeah.
The nuggets was working. I get some 9 nuggets and I'm good.
Yeah.
Because, every minute, I get up and I pee 40 times for the night. I didn't sleep.
Yeah. Wow.
It was one of the most anticipated race of my life. It was my first Olympics.
What a climax. Yeah.
And I just couldn't have, I couldn't even walk to the bus, but going to the track.
Wow.
Taking, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, remind you, I'm up against 5 or 6 of the
Yeah.
fastest man in the
Yep.
world. You know, this
Yep.
is one of the fastest races in history.
It
Trust
is,
me.
yes.
You know, apart from the 9.58, but I'm saying that 5 are the fastest or 6 are the fastest man ever assembled. And
Yes.
it was tough.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I've never gone faster than that I've run in that race before.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
But I should have gone faster because the week before I was relaxed and I ran 9.69.
Yeah.
Which means you should run 9.63. What we were doing in training,
Yeah.
I should have gone that are better.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're on that 9.69, you know, if you had a 1 meter per second win behind you, you know,
Yeah.
that's a 63, you know.
I didn't need a win.
You never needed a win. So, you know,
I didn't need a win. Coach Mill said I didn't run the race properly. And I said, Coach, and you know, that was perfect. He said that's not perfect. They didn't run as how I wanted to run.
Yes, yes, yes. I would.
He doesn't believe in the breeze. He said, yo, this is what you can do. I am seeing what you're doing. This is what you can do.
no, that was crazy though. That race was crazy. That 69 was crazy
I
because
encourage everybody to go
when
and find it.
Tyson Gay ran 9.83 and lost by a yard and a half.
That's ridiculous.
Just for a minute, Johan, take us through that race because you were. I'm just a layman, so in my eyes, that was probably the most perfect race I've ever seen you run because it is the only people I've ever
Two
seen.
people on either shoulder too.
Yeah, the only person I've ever seen separate from Tyson Gay was you and Usain. And you did that in that race. I mean, by 60, you were separating from him at a remarkable rate. And he ran 83, which tells you how fast that race was.
Yeah.
What did that feel like to you? Was it the usual, you felt like it was in slow motion, or did you feel like it was going to be a fast time?
I feel like I was moving. The day on the race, Mills, we were at lunch and Mills said pick up a lot of fish because fish make you fast. And I didn't really look into it. I just did, and I take up a lot of fish and before the race and I ate it. And I wasn't feeling well on the day. And Mills said probably that's a good thing, man. You're going to run fast, you know. So I said okay, fine. I just go with what he's saying. And you know, Zurich, Brussels.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Lausanne. It was really chilly at that time. And they'll say, just stay calm, just warm up properly, and just go through the phases, and you'll be all right. Just do what I say, and you'll be all right. Don't not try racing anybody with the blocks. Just get out the blocks. Use your power and everything. That's what he said to me. And I went out there, did that. I even tried not to come out the blocks, and I even come out the blocks first.
Yep.
You know, and I kept going. I just kept. I don't know if it was the fish, and after I resisted, I just kept moving because Mills know what he was looking for, and he know what I was doing in training. I know how hard I work, and he knew that I was going to something big was going to come based on London.
Yes.
So right after, you know, I just run. My eyes was blinking. I feel like I was off the ground.
Wow.
And
So you replicate some of these times in training, I say, of recent Yohan that you were doing then. That's why you're sure you can match it. You should be matching it in competition.
You know, not long ago, all right, last year I was running like that. I run like 5 or 8 10 zeros. So I know that the body can do what I want it to do. You know, I run 9.8 already. You know, and I run a couple 9s in that season already as well. So I know I can do that. What I'm doing in training and what Mike is seeing, he said, "Yohan, you should be here, or you want me to be there." I'm there, even if I'm not running 9.7s or 9.8. You want to run we're competitive.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Having the medals, you know, you can get a good appearance here as well, and everything. Knowing my status that I have out there.
Yes. So, is there any difference you see in business-wise in the sport now as opposed to like, you know, back in 2012 and those times when you were competing at that level?
Yeah, I think the pay is not the same. For some reason, I think it's dying, but they're trying to revive it now. You know, you have to be very good to earn a really good lifting out of track and field. I thank God for everything that I've gained and that I have. You know, so no, it's like for an upcoming runner, you have to be really good. You have to be hitting those times, and you have to be very well to to even get the sponsors, because even in corporate Jamaica, it's hard to even see an athlete and sponsor an athlete,
Yeah.
because you don't know if you're going to get a return, but it's tough. It's not easy.
Let me ask you this. There are a couple of new dynamics in track and field now. There's the Atlas meet in New York that was a few weeks ago. And of course, Michael Johnson coming with Grand Slam track. What's your view on those different setups for track and field? Do you think they're going to help the sport eventually? Given, there's more money obviously in both of those events. Atlas meet, I think there was $60,000 for a win as opposed to the regular meets, and of course in Grand Slam track is $100,000 per win. Do you think more athletes will gravitate towards those meets as opposed to the Diamond League over the year as the years go on, depending on what happens?
For me, I think it's a good thing, but it just only speaks to few. How much people can get there, and they're choosing who they want. I don't feel like it should be like that. I think like everybody should have a chance to compete for that. Yeah, you don't want to water down it, but you want to give everybody a chance. People is out there training like crazy, and you're just speaking like two, and you have to compete in 2 events at a time to get to what you want. We're training so hard, and you don't want to go through so much to make a $60,000. Already putting in the work. I know the times and everything going to come, but I don't want to go through so much rigor. If you're earning 100, you have to earn 200 before you can. I think it's too much, and I think if we go back to the Golden League, it's really the ultimate thing. Even before the Diamond League. And I think if we can have something like that and give everybody a chance, we don't have to pick and choose and make sure everybody can compete and earn a living. Just I see where the Diamond League is raising the prize money, which is really good. Making more people come.
Yeah, I was talking to an agent a couple of years ago, Jamaican agent actually, and he was saying that when he was running during the Golden League era, they were making more money than in the Diamond League. What was the major difference? Because now the Diamond League seems to only the creme de la creme actually makes the money in the Diamond League as opposed to Golden League, where it seems that there was a lot more money available. What's the major difference for those who are listening who might not understand?
Major difference is that I'm coming. It's like 20,000 or even 30,000 for a win. Coming down, even if you come fifth, you're still making some money. If you're making like even $5,000, coming like fourth or fifth, you still can come home, save that, and make a living in your country, because the US is a lot more.
Right.
And what's the Diamond League? You get $10,000. By the time you come fifth, you water down to nothing. Where you don't get $2,000, $500, $800. That can't do nothing. Pay 15% for agent fee plus coach out of it. You get nothing.
Yeah. Johan, not only a great sprinter, but a great track and field mind. What do you think about the future of Jamaican sprinting as it is now? Is there any young athlete, both male and female, that you would tout, looking forward?
I like what I see that is coming up. Definitely, I have to give Akeem a lot of credit. He's come from very far. He used to walk. I don't think he's telling stories as yet. When he reached out to me and I said, "Yeah, man, come train with us." He used to walk from St. Ann to Kingston.
What?
Run some, and go back and the same day. So he used to come from St. Ann every day and come and train.
Wow, yeah.
And to see what he's accomplished, and I know he can go faster. Definitely Akeem, Shane, Rowan, definitely, of course, of Big Civil. You have Nkum, you have Marjorie, you have Ryan Ford.
Yeah.
You have all these great ones. Anybody that I left out, Sachin, you have Conroy.
Yeah.
There's a lot in the pipeline.
Yes.
These guys have to just stay focused.
Yeah.
And the sky is the limit.
Yeah.
They have to just stay focused, because they can create. We see where Kishin put us back on the map,
on the podium,
getting a medal,
Yeah.
in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And I believe that we can get more. Civil have the potential. Definitely Akeem and them have the potential to give us those medals. The crop is here.
Right.
The crop is here.
There's something I realized the other day, you see, that for all Jamaica holds the world record in the 4x1 36-8. First and only team to go under 37 seconds. But Jamaica has never run its strongest team. When it's either Asafa out or somebody else is out or you are out, and we're still breaking world records. Had you had the opportunity to have you, Asafa, Nesta, and Johan, and Usain on the same relay at one time, what time do you think you guys would have probably run? At your best?
For me, I wouldn't leave out Mikey,
No, not leaving out Mikey. I'm just saying, because Nesta usually start and,
Yeah. But all right, let's say
that's a tough guy between Mikey and Nesta.
Mikey and Nesta for real.
yeah.
But going off at times only, because Nesta 78, Mikey 88, you are 69, Asafa 72, and of course you're saying 58. So going off at the times, the four fastest are you 978 to 969 to 972 to 958. If those four were together at any one major meet, what do you think would have happened in terms of time? 36.5, 36.4.
36-2.
30.
London, I think London was the perfect track to do, or probably Lausanne.
Yeah.
Those track is very fast, and with proper practice, because we don't practice, we just come together and run.
Correct.
We practice like what the Japanese, the British, and at their camp, and if we put that together and we can gel, and we can create that chemistry.
Yes.
All hell break loose, man.
Yeah, because I don't want people to think that we're discounting Mikey, because Mikey was a monster on the back stretch.
Okay.
So it's crazy though. But when you think about the reality of the fact that we had so much quality, because even people like what's my youth name again? That was suspended. He came
there. Mullings.
Steve Mullings.
Yeah.
980. That was that were the five of the fastest men ever, because you had Blake, you had Mike, you had Nesta, you had Asafa, you had Steve Mullings.
All at peak.
And remember that all of them were in the same era,
Yes. As I said, we're breaking world records without our strongest quartet. So it sounds like just flat out madness.
Yeah, but 36-2 was real.
But you can't argue it.
Because Johan said something that was really poignant,
Yeah.
They never used to practice that much.
That again.
And if you realize all of those changes were safe changes, they were relatively early in the box.
It's pretty much foot speed.
It was foot speed.
You're running these world records with.
Yeah, so imagine if they had managed to push those changes to the end of the boxes.
Yeah, and as he said, London, I think Usain got the button too close to Ryan.
Yeah.
With the relay, the button practices, he would have been.
He would have been miles
already,
ahead. Yeah, so that's an easy 3/10 right there. So
that would be what 36.
And the change between Mikey and Nesta was early in the box as well.
Okay,
it was
so
like
Mikey never start really flying it.
He never started flying, because remember after him take the button, he took off.
Stop.
Yeah. But it's really Mike. A lot of people thought that Gatlin was on that backstretch.
Yeah.
And people were thinking that Mike was going to get destroyed on the backstretch. It never happened.
Right.
No. And then he gave it to Johan, and then Johan had Tyson gave for lunch. Yeah.
I think we're at the end.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not. We'll not be able to get back Johan, but it's okay. But that's all, folks. Unfortunately, we're out of time. We have to thank Johan for joining us today.
Indeed.
On your way out, be sure to subscribe, share, and like, and comment on our YouTube channel. Of course, we'll see you next week, when we'll be joined by another track and field superstar. And we have something building for you that is going to be quite interesting. I think you'll enjoy that in a couple of weeks' time. If we can pull it together, we'll have an experience that, yes, I'm sure you will enjoy. So on behalf of D Major and the production crew, I'm Leighton Levy saying goodbye for now. See you next week on Out the Blocks.